Hello, children. I hope all of you are safe. Okay, welcome back to our English class. Yesterday, we have seen, we have seen, or we have talked about the past of the earth. Tishani Doshi equipped us with the information of the earth's past. How once there were only two huge land masses, and how the present phase of the earth came into existence. She also talks about her feelings after stepping on Antarctica for the first time in her life. Now, today we are going to start with page 20, that is impact, human impact. Okay, so in this particular section, Tishani Doshi talks about the human impact on the earth. And I think we are not unaware about this impact. It has been devastating. It has been catastrophic, destructive. Okay, so with this human, the arrival of human on earth starts the degradation of the earth. We all are aware about it, aren't we? Yes, we are. So, here we are going to talk about human impact on earth. Shall we start? Yes. Human civilizations have been around for a paltry 12,000 years, barely a few seconds on the global clock. So, human civilization, the first time the human beings were seen on the earth, it is barely around 12,000 years ago. And this time is can be negligible. Okay, paltry means negligible. So this is negligible span of time. That is, in this short time, and if you look at the geological clock, it has been only few seconds. So within this short time, we have brought about a huge destruction, or we have disrupted everything that is on the earth. Okay, in that short amount of time, we have managed to create quite ruckus, etching our dominance over nature with our villages, towns, cities, mega cities. So within this short time, a short span of the time, that is just few seconds on the geological clock, okay, we have brought about a lot of ruckus. Ruckus means commotion, confusion on the earth, etching our dominance over nature. Etching means imprint, to say that yes, we are the most intelligent, and we started dominating over nature. And we started cutting the village, the forest, clearing out the forest to develop our villages, towns, cities, and mega cities. The rapid increase of human population. Now, this is another aspect. Okay, we have talked about it, I think, in 11th also, the ailing planet. You have talked about it in 11th, where human population is a big problem or big threat to Mother Earth. So, the rapid increase of human population has left us battling with other species for limited resources, and the unmitigated burning of fossil fuels has now created a blanket of carbon dioxide around the world, which is slowly and surely increasing the average global temperature. So now, this the rapid increase of human population. Now, as our human population is increasing, we have started using up the resources that were kept aside for other species of animals on this earth. Okay, so we have started fighting with other species for this limited resources, and the result is those species have reached the verge of extinction. Just imagine. And the unmitigated burning. Unmitigated means complete burning of the fossil fuels. Continuously we are using these fossil fuels. Okay, and due to the burning of these fossil fuels, blanket of carbon dioxide has covered the surface of the atmosphere of the earth. And due to this, the global warming, there is an increase in global warming, and due to this you have that hole in the ozone layer. So just imagine how destructive we have been in this few seconds on the global clock. Only just 12,000 years only. And this 12,000 years we have created a hell on earth. That is what we have done. Okay. Climate change is one of the most hotly contested environmental debates of our time. Yes. Global warming, ozone layer depletion. Okay. Change in climate. Climate is becoming hotter and hotter. And we have always talked about it. And debates have been put forward. What will be the fate of this earth? Suppose the global warming continues. What will happen to Antarctica? The ice, the huge amount of ice that are there in Antarctica. What will happen to them? Will they melt? And suppose they melt, then the things would go topsy-turvy. There would come a huge, huge flood. The whole earth might be submerged underwater. What about the existence of the flora, fauna, and above all, human beings? What's our fate? All these questions are topics of debate at this present time. Now that the destruction has reached its peak, that is when when the earth has started reacting back. This is when we have started thinking about it. Now we have all these Earth Day and all these things. Now, when we have almost finished with the earth, we have killed the earth, and just few, maybe we can call it like this, the earth, we have just killed the earth and few breath. Okay, few breath, it's left with the earth, and it's breathing and bleeding heavily. And that is when we have started thinking about bringing earth back to life. Okay, so this topic, that is climate change, has been a topic where about the environment, which have been debated on continuously. These are the questions that are being asked continuously. Will the West Antarctic ice sheet melt entirely? Because due to this global warming, will that ice sheet melt entirely? Will the Gulf Stream ocean current be disrupted? Disrupted means interrupted. Will the ocean current be interrupted? Will it be the end of the world as we know it? How will it be the end of the earth? Suppose the ice sheet, it melts. I told you, flood. Will it be the end of this earth? Okay, maybe, may not be. It may be or it may not be. Either way, anyway, we cannot say what will be the condition. Either way, Antarctica is a crucial element in this debate. Yes, people have been talking about the ice sheets in Antarctica. Okay, so Antarctica have been an important point of this debate. What will happen to this earth? Okay, not just because it is the only place in the earth which has never sustained a human population and therefore remains relatively pristine in this respect. So, as human population has never touched or never survived in that particular place, so it has always been pure and clean. No waste materials anywhere around, no destruction. Everything is as it was long, long back, because human beings have not stepped into Antarctica. Once they start residing there, that is when Antarctica will again be destroyed. But more importantly, because it holds in its ice cores 500,000-year-old carbon records trapped in its layers of ice. Now, this is why, not because human population has never lived on Antarctica, but the most important aspect is it holds fossils, remains of animals, and not only that, 500,000-year-old carbon records are trapped in this particular in the layers of ice of Antarctica. Using these carbons, these records of carbon, we can make out how the earth was once. And as human beings have never stepped, this has always been safe and secure in Antarctica. If we want to study and examine the Earth's past, present, and future, Antarctica is the place to go. So, that is another thing. If you want to know more about Earth's past, how it was, as even Tishani Doshi talks about it, Antarctica, okay, how it was. And if you want to know the Earth's present, what is the present condition of the Earth, and the future, will Earth really exist? Everything will be told to you if you just go and examine and study the place Antarctica. You will come to know more about the life, the past, present, and future of this earth. Okay, children, we'll stop here. Tomorrow we'll continue with the rest of the class. Children, any doubt anywhere, please keep a record of it. When the class starts again, we'll go through your doubts. I'll clear out each and every doubt that you have. Okay, children, please keep a record of your doubts. Thank you. Be safe. Have a good day.